Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am so excited to be back. Um, but we need to talk about why there was even an absence in the first place. So, I'm excited to share some details with you. I'm excited to tell you everything, but let's start with it. It's not that much of a spoiler at this point because you probably already see it in the title. I am now officially a pastor. Yes, 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 I know. I'm so excited because and I'll probably add some like sound effect right there. It's gonna be kind of embarrassing if I forgot to put that in. Oops. So I am so excited because this is my first pastor position. Um and I don't know, maybe my only. Honestly, I know plenty of people that have gone into pastor positions and stayed there for the majority of their lives, if not their whole life. So I'm definitely excited about this. I'm excited about the journey it's gonna be. I love it already. Um, it's not the easiest though. That's for sure. Didn't expect it to be, but so let's talk about it though. Let's talk about how this happened. So first of all, you'll notice that the channel has sat empty for a little while, and that was kind of required. Um, not by the church, not by me or anything. It was just unfortunately a circumstance of what I needed for that time because of time requirements. So what happened was me and Rachel went to the Hello Dolly show that we did late January, early February, and then I posted that video mid February, late February, as you can see on the channel. Then after that, I ended up going to I was at work, and I've worked in nursing homes for about 6.5 years, and I've worked in the same nursing home for the last 2.5. Um, and I was having problems with the new boss that they had brought in, and it just felt like God kept telling me that, and I'm not saying in an audible voice or anything. I'm saying like it just felt like God was leading me away from this place. And I kind of wasn't listening until it got to a point where I was like, oh, okay, I get it. I need to leave. So I did. Didn't have a plan. Had no clue what I was going to do. No idea. But I left. Stepped out. Decided, nope, I'm done. No clue what my next step is, but I'm done. I can't do this anymore. So I left. But my thought was this is a perfect opportunity for me to go and search for church positions again. Just see, maybe that's where God's leading me. So I did, and I found nothing. There were a couple churches that offered me a couple positions, but the churches were not the right fit. Let's just say that. Um, it was nothing about money. It was nothing about that. It was about belief. Some of them were not exactly in alignment with what I believe. Let's just put it that way. So, um, long story short, I found nothing. After a long time, found nothing. And I had no job. My family and I were doing okay. We were still fine. But I really didn't know what I was going to do. So, I decided you know what? Until I find a job, or until I find a church position, I'm going to at least see if some churches need fill-in pastors. And I'd kind of thought, like, at this point, nobody's going to hire me as a pastor. I'm too young, to be honest. I thought it was I'm just too young. Nobody's going to take me because I'm young. And I started looking at churches around my local area. And because of that, um, I started looking and I looked at this one church And I was simply looking to see if I could find their phone number, look at some information about the church. And I went to their website, and their website said that they were looking for a pastor. I sent my resume, and I got a phone call. That phone call said they checked out my YouTube channel. The YouTube channel had led them to enjoying my content, that they really thought that I could be a good fit, and all of this. So they invited me for a trial sermon, and that was the last Sunday of February. So I posted that Hello Dolly video, and then within a week or two, I was getting my first opportunity to preach at this church. And so I go and preach at this church, and then the next, so I go and preach at this church, and I'm skipping ahead too far. I go and preach at this church, and the sermon goes great. The congregation was so amazing. They were so welcoming, so friendly. I mean, it seemed like they had known me for 100 years. They treated my family like family. Like, it was incredible. Um, so long story short, they at the end did this thing, and I recommend this to any churches. It was really cool to do this. They invited me up at the end of the service, and they let all the members stay after, all the members of the church, and they did this Q&A style interview with me, with the members. And it was about all of the important issues of the church. So what this did is it allowed me to know what are the important issues that they see, like by the questions that they're asking. I can see what they want addressed, but then also they get to hear my answers about what I genuinely believe and all of these things. So it was really wonderful. I definitely think churches should do that. Um don't put anybody on the spot, let them know about it and everything, but it was really really nice. It was really really nice. I very much enjoyed that. So so the next week, I got invited back for my second trial sermon, which is kind of like a second interview. And I came back, did my second trial sermon, and I had already known that if they enjoyed this, they were going to vote on me. So they voted on me, and ultimately it ended up being a yes. So I got voted in as the next pastor. So then they agreed on some paperwork, blah 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 blah. Boom, all done. Amazing. Amazing. So I went from thinking there was no hope that I was going to become a pastor anytime soon to in a very, very short time. In fact, I was voted in on March 3rd to a pastor. Incredible. Incredible. It was that quick. That quick. So God works amazingly. He's awesome. He is awesome. So, um, I really quick wanted to make this video, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about what's going to happen with the channel, what to expect, and where we're going from here. So, first of all, I want to apologize about the absence because here's why it happened. During that time, number one, I took some time off at the beginning. I normally leave a little bit of a gap between my videos. I usually don't make that many videos in a month, maybe 2 or 3 in a month, and that's it. Um, Usually not more than that. Anyways, during that, um, I didn't make any. The reason was, um, I was first prepping for all of this, towards late February, early March, prepping sermons, getting ready. And then after that, I was really like trying to find my, I guess, bearings is the best term. Just trying to find exactly the directions and figure out exactly where I was in all of this and get the lay of the land. To use as many expressions as possible, apparently. Um, I didn't know kind of what I was doing when I hit the ground running, uh, and I needed to figure it out. So YouTube and making videos would have been a slight distraction to me during this time, and I needed to really have 100% focus on the church at that moment. So right now, it's still gonna be a lot of my focus is gonna be on the church, but I can also throw in focus to YouTube, but I think there's gonna be a lot of an overlap, and I'll talk about that here in a second. Um, that's why there's such a gap in between the videos right now. So this will probably be, well, this will be the first video you see back on the channel, but this is where the overlap comes in. The next video you see will be a sermon. It'll be a sermon from my church. Um, and that's going to be part of the content you see on this channel now. Now, you might be thinking, "Hey John, historically, your sermon videos, they don't get that many views." Yeah, I don't care about views. It's not about that for me. I'm not worried about that. If I was worried about that, I wouldn't be a Christian YouTuber. I wouldn't, I don't even like calling myself a YouTuber. I wouldn't be focused on making Christian content. I would be focused on making funny stuff that, just trying to make people laugh or something like that. No, instead, my whole purpose is trying to reach people for Christ. So if one person watches the video, if the video has 3 views, and only one person of those 3 watches it and it touches their heart, then great, mission accomplished. If 300 people watch a video, then no, let's make it 300,000. Watch a video and it doesn't touch their heart, it doesn't lead them to Christ, it doesn't do anything like that, then it doesn't matter. That video doesn't matter. I hate to say it, it doesn't. If it doesn't impact them in some way, then that video doesn't matter. So, and unfortunately, I've had videos on my channel like that, so I regret them. So I'm not trying to be like that anymore. Um, I have 1 or 2 videos that I made vlog videos that I really didn't make any Christian impact in those videos, and unfortunately, they one of them's my biggest video of all time, or second biggest, I don't know, one of them. Um, there might be a small Christian influence in it, but it's very little. It's very little, and it's shameful. It's shameful. I'm ashamed of that. Um, anyways, so long story short, um, so I'm gonna be uploading sermons. Sermons will be on the YouTube channel. Also, I'm gonna be doing Pray with Players again. Pray with Players is coming back. Um, you might be thinking, well, aren't we a little bit into the season now? Not that far, number one. Number two, my first game is actually this week. The week that I'm recording this, I'm gonna be going down to the ballpark this Saturday. So, did I sound a little bit Canadian saying that? Whoa, my voice is breaking. Hold on. What in the world? I think my voice box just had a stroke or something. What in the world? Okay. So admittedly, I've been under the weather a little bit lately, and I was gonna say I turned Canadian or something, because it sounded like I said something weird. And then I don't know, my voice broke. Okay, long story short, so I'm going down Saturday to the game, and I'm gonna be doing private players then. Um, and I'm gonna have quite a few games this year for private players, and then I have a few surprises for private players. So some cool things coming up with that. Definitely excited about that. Um, so get ready for that. So we have sermons, private players. Uh, one-on-ones are definitely still gonna happen, but they're not gonna be as amplified as I thought. Um, I went into this year thinking, "Hey, I'm gonna try and do one a month." Yeah, no. Um, because of everything that I'm gonna have going on and all of that, I'm not gonna be able to do that. I'm currently planning on getting some schedules worked out for some people. Um, there are a couple people that I'm working out times and dates and everything with. There's one guy that's already committed. Um, just we have to work out a time and date, and he's gonna be really cool to see. Anyways, one-on-one is gonna happen, but how often I don't know. Um, so we'll see about that. And then I'm also thinking about doing a series where it's basically a pastor's life series. Um, like a day in the life of a pastor type vlog series. I don't know what to call it yet. But it can be like weekly vlogs or something like that. I don't know. It can be like vlogs for when I have something like eventful going on. Um, or like prepping for something big. Um, and just talking about that and like showing behind the scenes kind of stuff, showing some like sermon prep, showing stuff like that, showing like exciting ish stuff that kind of takes you into the mind and into the backstage of it all. um I don't know, I thought that that might be something kind of interesting, and it'll also kind of show growth process, which seems to be something that people like. So maybe give me your feedback on that one if you'd like. So, those are the things that I'm currently thinking about doing. I also was thinking about keeping Talking Topic Tuesday, but I don't know. I just don't know how often I can commit to actually doing it. So, we shall see. Um, right now I don't know if it's gonna stay. So, that's what I got for you. I'm super excited about this. Uh, if you would like to check out the church, if you are anywhere in the Cincinnati, Ohio area, reach out to me, send me a message, or DM me on any of my social media platforms. I'd be more than happy to give you the address and everything, so that you can check it out. I pray that you are blessed by what all is to come. Um, I'm just super happy. I'm super happy. This is definitely the happiest I've been. Um, God has definitely been good, and I'm at a point where I never thought I'd be doing something like this, but God is good. God bless you. Have a blessed day.